Hello. We're gonna take a closer look, I guess, final look at the uh, EVH 5150. So let's do that. This is those are my effects. This is the your control box, switch box. The only different thing about it is if you don't have that engaged, your effects don't work. And that's a little different, but that's fine. Then here's the beast. Let's go behind it. Well, first of all, let's look at some stuff maybe I didn't show before. You actually have a switch here, and so like here it's on the first channel. No, that's the first channel, second channel, third channel. So if you didn't want to use the switch box, you wouldn't have to. So let's go back to where we were. I've already talked about presets and all of these controls. I often wonder why other people didn't do this, where he had the using this that allows the amp to cool better. If you look at the old Marshalls, they were all enclosed. That's okay. Let's go back. Okay, let's see what we got. This obviously is connects to the speaker here, and I've already commented on how damn big that is. Okay, here you have an impedance load switch, so you can go from 4, 8, and 16. This is resonance, and this is kind of a bass effect. So I've left it on about 12 o'clock. This is where you can connect to a preamp. These two right here are the effects loop for the pedals I just showed you, some send and receive. This right here is the foot switch, so if you want to use a foot switch, you plug it in here. Let's see what else got. They have a cool earphone jack right here. You got a mini input here. Obviously you got your power on standby, fuse, and power source. Now the only thing that this doesn't have that the Mesa Boogie had a switch right here where you could go from 5 to 50 watts. So that's a minor thing, but it's something. Now let's go around to the front again. Now they have a new model, which would be, the whole thing would be built into one cabinet, and I believe you can get it with twin 12s, and I believe you can get it with a single 12. But they have two extra knobs now. They have a knob over here, which is reverb, which this doesn't have, and I think that's kind of a cool thing they've had. And they've got another knob over there, which allows you, which goes back to my Mesa comment, which allows you to start at I guess 1 watt and turn it all the way up to 50 watts. That's a cool feature, but it's not on this model. So anyway, just giving you a up close and personal. I did already mention that to hold your head in place, it comes with these locks. So you lock it down, and I've also mentioned that you have these like on a twin, so you can lean it back. So that's that. Back to the effects, and back to the pedal board. Again, this is kind of different. You always, because like I'm used to just turning on my tuner and tuning, and you got to do that first. So that's a little different. now we're back here. So I have tried. I've tried this this amp out with 3 guitars so far. I tried it out with a Music Man that had P90s. Sounded great. I did it with a low gain Mojo single coil pickups on a Strat, and then I played a Paul Reed Smith. This is a ES 335 and Gibson, and the sound. This is on Clean Shell. It sounds great. It takes a while, like any amp, to get your settings where you feel comfortable. The high gain 3rd channel is intense, so I'm on the 2nd channel, and I've fooled around with the controls. So that's kind of a tone that, let me turn this down, that's kind of a tone that I like. We've played this thing with 4 different guitars. I'm playing it now with a semi-acoustic, and if I bump this, I'm sure it'll start to feedback after a while, but it would do that with my Mesa Boogie. And so the sound, even with this guitar, it's just sweet as it could be. So, that's my final review. I've told you everything that I know about the EVH 5153 and 50-watt Mini. And I've told you about the new ones where you're going to have reverb and you're going to have a control to take you from 1 watt to 50 watts. And it's all one unit, which would be easier to move around. But like I said before, this is the best amp that I've ever had, and I really feel bad about this because I did a review back in 2009, 2010 about the Mesa Boogie Express 550, and I said it was a great amp, and it is a good amp. But where is it today? Well, let's look. Let's see if I can get the picture. You see that PV cabinet? Mesa's behind it. Kind of been put to rest back there. And that's not to say that I'm never going to use it again. I am going to use it again because it is a good amp, and it has reverb, and it has that switch from 5 to 50 on the back. But tone, I mean, I've pointed this out before. The switch box compared between the two, there's no comparison. Tone, there's just no comparison. And if that thing is 50 watts and that's 50 watts, I can't explain it except that's a lot louder. Go figure. So anyway, that's the last one. So if you're interested, you need to get one. Talk to you later. Bye.